All right, welcome to another journey on I Love Black People. And today we got a wonderful sister for a return and a wonderful brother for another return. We got Sister Najah Roberts and Brother Lamar Wilson. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us an insight of what's been going on in Tulsa on this amazing tour for the Black Bitcoin billionaires doing so many amazing things. Please.
Become a Prime member today by visiting iloveblackpeople.com and receive a free I Love Black People t-shirt, Black Survival Guide, and become a part of our I Love Black People network, which comes with a Global Safety Toolkit, Nomad Health Insurance, Pan-African certification classes, and so much more. Go to iloveblackpeople.com now.
Let me know what's going down.
We appreciate you having us on here today. We're so full. First, I gotta say thank you to you, because had you not given me most of the tips you gave me about this tour, I probably would have pulled my hair out. But we appreciate you for all of your input. Tulsa is one of almost our last stop.
Hallelujah! I didn't hear the highest praise. Woo! Y'all been no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. Y'all better have that Master P on that bus, because y'all relentless. God bless. How many days?
We've made it
so far?
32. And one my little 5-year-old said today, this is the last day on this RV.
God bless. Well, let's give a context real quick. I know and it's late, and so I thank you for just allowing us on this special day like this. But you guys have been doing an incredible job informing our community to make sure we don't get left out or left behind as it relates to this amazing technology, Bitcoin. And you, as someone who's in this space every day, connecting the dots for our people, have been going to different cities, connecting those cities with this information, which is super amazing, Najah. And thank you for doing it in a very selfless way. The time and energy that you even got your family, like that family part. That's what I'm trying to say. You doing this in some ways that nobody but a Black woman. That's why we say Satoshi is Black. Only a Black woman would bring the family, the in-law. Like, this is the blackest Black Bitcoin tour ever. Come on. Tell us what's going on. I'm sorry, so I get excited.
Hopefully I'll still be married next Monday, but
it was tough on my marriage. We had just got married when I get I interrupted honeymoons and stuff. It was problematic.
Yeah, mine is about fit to be tied, as they say in the South.
God bless you and him and him. Yeah. All right, so I'm sorry for that. I just wanted to give the context if folks hadn't heard the other interview, but I wanted to make sure they knew that you guys were rough, rugged, and raw to do this. So now y'all in Tulsa, celebrating the Tulsa, not celebrating, memorializing the Tulsa Massacre. I guess Memorial Day, memorializing. Contextually, that's probably okay. I apologize. Go ahead and hit it. No, I just interrupted you. Look, go ahead, sister. Break it down.
So yes, so this was a commemoration today of the 100-year anniversary of the Tulsa state-sponsored race riot massacre that occurred here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And so this is a momentous occasion. We were here. The tension is high. There are a lot of different things going on. So we just, really wanted to come out. And for me, I got an opportunity to see the survivors. I didn't get to talk to any, but really see the survivors. They were in, 5 or 6 when this happened, because they're 106 and 107 years old. And just really hear from them and see them, lay eyes on them, because they've lived this their entire life. And so, but this was a different experience, different than what I thought. I thought our people would really come together for this commemoration this weekend.
And you said that one of the things was that most of the businesses that you saw open were majority. There was probably no Black businesses or very few Black businesses. Was there any context to that Greenwood and the existence of the current businesses, or were some of the tensions there? Maybe people were afraid. Was there anything that you would be able to notice overtly about why it was a very few Black businesses that you could see engaged?
Well,
today.
Well, we came in late last night, and just immediately I saw gentrification happening. For the bars and restaurants that were out there. And then today I thought it would be a little bit different. And, most of the restaurants there, and one of the keynote speakers at the event that I was at today just really shared the fact that the businesses, of course, were taken from us. The land was taken, and they're requesting that land back. But yeah, they were even the only real restaurant that was still on Greenwood. She didn't even open today because today was her day off. So go figure.
Right, right. Well, look. I mean, y'all there, so that's about as black as we needed anyway. No, I think the point you're making is very clear that this stuff is hard. I think what you guys have shown, and this is why whatever help you said I gave. What you're doing is hard. What you and Lamar do for community is just very difficult, and that's virtually or in real person. This stuff, the powers that are working against our unity and us working together are very deliberate. And I think the fact that we're the legacy, the new Black Wall Street would never be probably just landlocked anyway. So I think our ancestors would want us to have wings and fly and be anywhere and everywhere. And you guys are, I mean, even looking at your tour, it's really a manifestation of that. And tell us, and then what's next, and how do you take the things that you've already seen? This is why it's so powerful. You can't unsee what you've seen over these last 32 days. That's that this is almost like an education in itself. So what have you been able to take from that, or do you want Lamar to go ahead and add some things?
So next steps from here is I probably met with about a dozen mayors that want to turn their city into cryptocurrency, blockchain examples. So we'll be working with those. I haven't said much. I actually haven't been tweeting or putting any information out on the road because I wanted to solidify some stuff. But there's a couple of municipalities that actually gave me buildings as we've been traveling to do something for economic empowerment in those cities. So I'm looking to try to work with Lamar and, because I'm not the techie one. I'm more of the people. I like educating and I'm more of the people. We need some technical stuff. I'm not all into the blockchain like that. But there's some needs and some things that we're going to need to bring into some of these black cities. And it's going to take all of us. And so that's the next step, is to assemble a team that's not, and I hate to say it this much like this, because I know a lot of people feel like the municipalities have money and, they need to do some things, but we really need to look at some folks, not that we've got it like that, but those of us that are not after the jugular money, to really try to get some things established in some of these spaces and make an example. I think if we get in here, we do this right in a couple of cities, and we have an example, and these cities are able to lead by example, we'll be able to get bigger contracts and be able to bring some of the sustainability and money in that we need to really secure, funding and stuff.
I think what you're saying is right. With these municipalities, they already are kind of the bureaucracy of them all are very problematic. So if you can get started where you're in a situation where you don't need them to have a request for proposals or grant money up front, if you could get some things to show some traction, when they ultimately decide to do something that's really funded, you'll be on the ground floor. And,
Yep.
and then you'll be able to decide, would you want to be a consultant where they bring in to actually design some of these things, or you're the person who's going to be actually the person as the provider. So I think in a what you're doing with this moment is a part of what we're talking about. Even if there's gentrification, how do we empower Black people in those places? One of the things they're going to need to do is have people like you that are experts that can come in and work with the brothers and sisters. Not like we're saving, and it's no like savior thing. This is if we help them, they help us. This community, again, this thing of blockchain, this network doesn't work unless we got nodes and networks to network. So I think so much of what you're saying is really establishing those relationships that tech people may not be as as readily available. I mean, Lamar is an anomaly, but in many ways, you're actually key to this process. Being the person actually making the connection of the people, and then the back end work. I think again, you're going to be able to come up with a formula with your pilot where you go ahead and try your formula here in a small scale and be able to get it to a few people, and then when y'all pitch this to somebody better and bigger, you'll be able to say, look, we got access to this many people. You'll be able to go from 0 people to like 3 million people, because literally you'll be able to show, because of these relationships, you got access to that many users. I mean, I think again, for scalability, one of the things we face in the startup world is using Google Ads. Well, if you start off with municipals, okay, that have like 3 million people, even if you had 10% of that, you're going from 0 to 500,000 by having 3 cities and saying, hey, this is the potential of the work we're doing. Let's go ahead and cut that check. And that right there, again, before you've monetized it, you've shown that you have the users. So I think the business model is going to be key, but the hardest part was what you already did. You literally put skin in the game by going face to face with people, putting together a plan, and actually showing that you actually are committed. So I think you're more than halfway there with something super amazing.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. So tell me more about then. So that was the past. So the connecting of the municipalities, super awesome. What do you see with the next few days? And I know there's a conference coming up. What's the next steps?
So just to be honest,
in your journey, in this current journey.
Well, in this current journey, to be honest, we've been playing this thing by ear because, as you may or may not know, there's been a little bit of infighting here in Tulsa as it relates to the descendants not being given the money or part of the monies that were raised by the actual Tulsa commission or committee. And so a lot of our events have been canceled. And so tomorrow is the empowerment conference, which was not canceled. So we're, just kind of playing it by ear to see how things are going, if it's going to run smoothly, because we were told to anticipate boycotting. And so we're here on that note. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I like to report back tomorrow because I heard yesterday when I got into town, there were at least 300 and forgive me because I don't know their exact name, so I don't want to say it incorrectly, but there were 300 gentlemen here, men and women, that were armed and ready for boycotting tomorrow's events. Wow. So I'm not sure of that group, but and I should know, but it's a black group that comes military style. They're ready. And so we were also told that there was some Confederate flag folks coming. And then also our president of the United States will be here tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So we're looking.
So just to give people the context, so, because we're going to air this on Thursday to kick it off, but we're literally on Memorial Day, and the day after Memorial Day, the president is going to be in Tulsa for, as well as this empowerment conference. And you're given the context of how those activities might go or could go, but we all are prayerful that they go well. So, So then after that, when are y'all heading next when you leave Tulsa?
To Miami for the Miami Bitcoin conference.
All right, all the way to the bottom. Okay, so what's that look like?
So we're excited. I'm excited about Miami. Again, that's another forward-thinking mayor that's interested in cryptocurrency in his city. And to be honest, I really feel like everybody that's involved with the Black Bitcoin Billionaires is almost everybody's solution. I mean, we have everything they need, and they're going to have to look to us for innovation, because some of these other companies that are coming and saying they know what to do, I think a lot of the times, I even outright told one mayor or one council person down in Miami, you don't need Bitcoin, you need a data. I mean, you don't need blockchain, you need a database. But people will sell them. They'll sell them blockchain, and they don't need blockchain.
Go ahead, tell her what it is.
Letting them know we are not that type of party. So if you don't need something, we're not going to sell you a good and service just because we need to make money. And so I think that people are going to respect that. And again, with the group of us that can come and really just map this thing out for these cities, I think it's going to be awesome. But Miami is another place that we'll get an opportunity to shine and talk about what we know and what we can do to improve their city.
Okay, I know brother Lamar Wilson and brother Isaiah are going to be speaking. Anything you want to add on to any of the activities that are going to be popping off in the Miami?
Yeah, we'll be speaking. Yeah, we'll be speaking. We're doing a panel called "What is a Bitcoiner?" And that day, we're gonna pretty much be at the conference. We're doing also the Bitcoin Classic, which is a shootout. Which is a tournament. Is also doing a shootout at the conference. So there'll be the Bitcoin Classic at the same time as the conference. It'll be on the 5th, and then we have the Bitcoin Classic shootout. Shout out to Seth. He's putting that on. We trying to help him with that as well. So that'll be on that Friday, the shootout, and then Zay and I. And then on Saturday, we're going to have a brunch, and then we're going to try to bring some people through a place where I'm going to be. And then that myself and Zay are both going to be. And then we're going to try to get back together and make sure we get over to Miss Najah's event for the community. And then on Sunday, the 6th, we have another community event that we want everybody to come out to so that they can get some Bitcoin. So they can learn out and also get some from some free Bitcoin sponsored by Cash App once again. So Cash App's heavy with us again.
Shout out to Cash App doing the right thing. But I know it took a lot of Lamar, you ain't got to say, but I know you behind them, pushing them to do the right thing. So God bless you. And then
always
and Cash App do the right thing,
Here's the other thing though. But we also have the Black Wallstreet app just launched today. So
all right, launch.
Yeah, if you have an iOS device, you can go get it in the Play Store right now. Shout out to Miss Najah, or Queen Najah, I call her. Queen Najah and my man Hill Harper. Shout out to them for getting that launched. If you have those devices, you can get that today.
Go ahead and get that. So it's a black digital wallet. One of the first. Hey, look, you hear how I said it. I want to give it a shot. One of the first of its kind. Period. Right. Awesome. Please go out there and grab that on the iOS. The Black Wallstreet wallet. Yeah. Now, what I didn't hear you say anything about this, and this might be just some type of rumor. There's what about the spades tournament? There's not going to be a spades tournament. I heard about all kinds of things. Where's the spades tournament?
We're taking all comers, man. We're gonna have them cards. We're gonna have them dominoes. Listen, when we get together, it's gonna be some black stuff happening.
Go ahead.
Matter of fact, look, I wish you could see. Maybe you can see behind me. You see a group of people back there right now?
I do. There's some bones on the table. I see it.
Speak. Like you can't get away from it.
I'm bringing my wife down. I'm actually in Tampa right now, and dealing with some family stuff. And but we're making it happen, and I'm gonna try to be there Friday and Saturday and head back up.
I love hanging out with you, man.
No, Lamar, you the man.
Ever since the first time I met you, that was in Miami.
Whoa, right. It was Miami.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, listen, we've been doing this with you since you began, and I'm going to always do it with you, bro.
Humbly, thank you.
Yes, humbly, good brother.
All right, well, cool. What the Lamar or Najah? So we're going to wrap it up. But what's something that you guys would want to make sure that people know about? I think it was a good point you made about Miami. There's going to be some actual community events. I think the fact that you guys are making that connection. So often we hear about it in this particular technology, Bitcoin, blockchain, underserved, but they never have anybody who's actually from the community being served. So I think the fact that y'all are making it real and not a fraud. Maybe I shouldn't say it like that, but y'all keeping it 100 with it. It's not a fiction. This is not fiat. This is not fiat. Look, this is not fiat street work. This is real money, real street work. So,
right.
You said you're gonna give something away. You want to talk more about that, or is this a surprise?
So, Miss Najah, she has a community event on Saturday, at the Lyric Theater, which is in Overtown, which is usually a predominantly black community. I think it's getting a little bit gentrified. And then we are having a event in Little Haiti. So
Okay.
we're having an event in Little Haiti on Sunday, and at that event, we're gonna try to give away some Bitcoin to folks. So you know what I'm saying, so people can get some actual Bitcoin in the pocket. We try to, because the thing is, some people like, man, that's not a whole lot, but we getting you started. Like, you know what I'm saying? We want to get you started, get you understanding it so we can get it in your wallet, those kind of things, so you can actually have the asset. But yeah, man, I can't wait to get it out to the people. So yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome.
What has you know, with some of the things that people are now learning about the, you know, volatility of the dollar? It's really the dollar.
What it is. Yeah, exactly.
So what is there any quick word you could give to the folks listening? Just, you know,
yeah. Yeah, so the way I look at it is just like any long-term asset. The thing is that most long-term assets don't always have a price ticker right next to them. Like if you bought some land in downtown Charlotte and a shooting happened on the corner, the price of that land probably has gone down at that moment.
Go ahead, teach.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna just sell your land because there was a shooting on the corner. And if there's 50 shooting on the corner, I understand. But if it's just one shooting on the corner or two shooting on the corners, you can't just be out here selling your land. So that's the same thing with Bitcoin. You might have a dip, you might have a drop, but the whole thing is that it allows you to basically be able to hold on to it and buy more so that you can accumulate more of it even when it goes down. The other thing is that most people don't tell you is that when you start talking about Bitcoin, it's considered property. So let's say you bought it at 60,000 and then it dropped down to 30,000. Like it just did that. You could literally take that loss, that $30,000 loss, and buy right back in at 30,000, not lose a Bitcoin, and be able to take that $30,000 loss against your capital gains. See, most people ain't thinking that way.
Go ahead, teach on that.
Capital gains and other things. You got capital gains in your real estate, you got capital gains in your stocks. You can basically use that loss against your other capital gains to offset those capital gains, so you don't have to pay as much tax on the gains you already have realized. That is a beautiful thing, and not many people are talking about it, right? But I'm gonna tell you who is. You know, those rich guys, those hedge funders, they doing that all day.
They talking about it, and good brother, amazing, dynamic brother, Lamar Wilson.
Yeah, I'm talking about it, right?
Yeah, so I think more. Where can I hear more from what you are doing and Sister Najah doing? Again,
yeah. Me and Queen Najah, we on application called Clubhouse. But here's the thing: we want more people to sign up at Black Bitcoin Billionaire as well, because that'll allow us to get that information to you. Matter of fact, I want Sinclair, when you put these out, let me know so I can publish them on. If you allow me to, humbly.
Yeah, humbly. Yes.
I would love to publish this on Black Bitcoin Billionaire as well, man. Like,
what have you seen with the? I saw you do some action on that Twitter stuff. What's your thought? Or I don't want to, maybe you got to deal with Club. I don't want to bring up, but what's the?
I don't have a deal with Twitter yet.
I know you got some deals, brother.
I enjoy it, man. Like it's just another outlet. Like for me, it's just distribution, like reaching the audience. I've been trying to reach audiences forever with this information. So whenever I find another channel, I'm gonna hit it, and I'm gonna try to hit it as hard as I can, so we have another opportunity to get more information out. So yeah, I like the Twitter Spaces, man. Shout out to my man Jack, man. You know what I'm saying? They doing all right over at the Twitter Spaces.
What's the name of the thing? It's called Spaces?
Yeah, it's called Spaces. Yep.
Hey, look, you said Twitter Space. I'm like, okay, what's the name of it? You're literally saying the name. Okay.
Yeah, it's called Space. Nah, ain't no thing, man. It's just, you didn't know yet. Now you know. That's what we got to do. We got to educate one another. So yeah, man.
Humbly. So what's the difference between Spaces? I know you're like, look, Claire, I thought we were talking about Bitcoin. What's the difference between Spaces and Clubhouse?
So Clubhouse allows you to bring up as many people as you want on the stage and have these long, big discussions. Twitter Spaces actually holds it down. You know what I'm saying? So you can only have 10 on the stage at once. You got to kind of maneuver it. You can't have more moderators. But here's the thing: in Twitter Spaces, you can actually pin a tweet to the top. So you might be talking about a tweet, and you can take that and show people in the actual conversation. Where on Clubhouse, because it doesn't have tweets and those kind of things, you can't share that information directly. It's any text or pictures and those kind of things. So Twitter Space, each one has its own pros and cons, but for me, both of them are just a way for me to get the message out there so people can learn more about this Bitcoin.
I think what you just said, that's the brilliant part. I think, and as long as we realize that we're the plug, like like you just said, like the community is everything. These are just tools. To get caught up in the tool is kind of be like weird. The hammer is so important. No, you see when I just built a house. Well, that hammer, boy. Like, really? Nah. Okay. Humbly.
Real, man. So real.
Look, if Sister Najah there, I wanted to close out with the sister, but she gone done her thing. I don't want to make this weird.
Yeah, he want to close. She want to close. He want to close the shoot. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm right here. Let's do this.
All right, Najah, what's your final words? I wanted to make sure we got everything right for your activities at the Bitcoin conference. We're going to be airing this on Thursday, and that means it'll be before the actual event. Thursday. Yes.
So on Friday, well, first of all, we'll have a Crypto Kids Camp booth. So we want everybody to come and visit the Crypto Kids Camp booth at the conference. And then after you do that and the conference is over, we're going to support all of the things that the Black Bitcoin billionaires are doing. But we also have a Wine, Women, and Crypto that's at about 5 p.m. I know if you go to the website, it says 1, but that's actually Pacific Standard Time. But Wine, Women, and Crypto will be held in Miami. People can go to meetup.com/crypto plug, and they can get registered for that. But we're excited. So we're gonna enjoy the basketball tournament. Can't wait to see Lamar playing basketball.
Go ahead.
Get some jumpers too. But anyway,
right, and what's the name of the conference? Is the Bitcoin 2020?
Yeah, Bitcoin 2021.
Okay, Bitcoin 2021, y'all. We're gonna be focused on the Black folks at the conference. And Sister Najah, we are because you are for real.
Become a Prime member today by visiting iloveblackpeople.com and receive our free I Love Black People t-shirt, Black Survival Guide, and become a part of our I Love Black People network, which comes with a Global Safety Toolkit, Nomad Health Insurance, Pan-African certification classes, and so much more. Go to iloveblackpeople.com now. Special thanks to Massacre Communities.